Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want to adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out.
The Combs family drama is a lot to keep up with, but it gets more interesting every time there's a new episode. And today's episode of Sean Combs' family drama involves his former bodyguard, Dele, spilling the beans on Diddy's adopted daughter. Brace yourself, because this is about to be another jaw-dropping revelation about Diddy's love and kindness cover getting blown up. Okay, back in 2020, Diddy introduced the world to his newly adopted white daughter, Ava Baroni, on an Instagram live session. No one really read the meaning of Diddy's actions back then, but 4 years later, the video resurfaced. And there are now questions to be answered concerning the actions and gestures in the video. Let's take a look at the video together.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news.
Okay, everyone can easily deduce Diddy's supposed adopted daughter wasn't comfortable in the video. It seemed more like she was forced to be in it, with Diddy putting words in her mouth and making her say something different from what she intended to say. Yeah, it's suspicious. The public started piecing together some details that could have caused her to behave that way. Judging from Ava's body language in the video, she couldn't have been adopted with all smiles, as Diddy was showing in being that way. That video really seemed like things would be different for Ava when the camera was turned off. Another part of the video that was specifically discussed was when Ava was reluctant to add Combs to her name. That shouldn't have been a big deal if Diddy had gone through the right process as he claimed. But that's not the worst part, you know? There's also the part where Ava called Diddy Papa Combs, instead of just calling him Dad like his remaining children do. In 2020, all laughs and jokes were that Diddy had adopted a new child alongside Quincy, his adopted son from his relationship with Kim Porter. But after Diddy's home raids in 2024, concerning his connection to a sex trafficking case, things got heated, and the video made rounds on social media to nail Diddy to the case for good. Y'all know Diddy is known for not treating people right, especially women and girls. So when rumors started circulating that Diddy may have taken Ava Baroni in for some weird reasons, the media didn't take long to use the story. However, Dele is here to let the public in on the drama concerning Diddy and his adopted white daughter behind the scenes.
Now, what they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex trafficking, they're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
The tea isn't as wild as Diddy using Ava for any sexual trafficking schemes, but he's also not showering her with love and care a daughter is meant to receive from her father. According to Gene, Ava is going through the worst thing any adopted daughter could ever imagine, ranging from Diddy neglecting her to him emotionally abusing her. Okay, that's some serious accusations right there. But interestingly, there are signs that it may just be true. Going down memory lane, as previously mentioned, Diddy isn't one of the best men to be around. He always finds a way to ruin it, be it his romantic relationships with women in his care, platonic relationships, or even his daughters. He's known to give women a tough time till they bow out. This may be one reason Diddy has been unable to lead a relationship up to marriage level. Another reason may be because he's allegedly homosexual and doesn't want to tie any woman down with a ring. Or Diddy isn't just a fan of marriages, but he wants to avoid getting his assets split in case of a messy divorce. Who knows? These are just guesses. Anyway, back to Diddy mistreating the females that have come in contact with him. No one can ever forget how Kim Porter had barely managed to survive her relationship with Diddy before she tragically passed away in 2018. Dele, being the one who linked Kim to Diddy, made it harder for him as he watched Kim allegedly suffer the worst treatment in Diddy's hands. Different individuals have attested to the story that Diddy once broke Kim's nose on a yacht in the process of physically assaulting her. Not to mention how her death was so suspicious. But her family couldn't do anything, since there wasn't enough evidence to make a case. Kim's cause of death was pneumonia, but the circumstances surrounding it were suspicious. From kids' bloodstains on the floor to her turning up dead when she confirmed she was going to release a tell-all book about her baby daddy Diddy. It wasn't adding up, but only Kim knew what must have happened. Taking Kim Porter out of the picture, there's Cassie Ventura. Cassie unleashed the can of worms Diddy is currently battling with, after she made Diddy be in the headlines when she filed an SA and DV lawsuit against him in 2023. Some folks thought Cassie was lying about how she had suffered a terrible experience during her decade-long relationship with Diddy. But it's barely a year after the lawsuit she filed against Diddy, stating the various ways he had verbally, emotionally, sexually, and physically abused her. And a part of the actual truth came to light. Everyone realized Cassie wasn't lying after CNN released CCTV footage of Diddy chasing Cassie down the hallway, stomping her, and hitting her several times when she tried to escape from him in a hotel. The footage got messier, seeing Diddy in a towel and physically assaulting Cassie, while Cassie initially revealed that Diddy had done this to her several times, and it was even worse. There was also the sexual abuse that she suffered, but y'all should know Cassie wasn't the only female in Diddy's life who suffered that particular fate. 3 other women came forward, claiming Diddy had also sexually and physically abused them in the past. The claims also included the part where Diddy always spiked their drinks to get them drugged before getting down to business. There's also another woman who claimed Diddy once hit her so badly that she lost the baby in her stomach. Yeah, that's insane. It's all a big web of complicated stuff, but Diddy's name is strongly attached to being involved in compromising situations, so it's not so surprising anymore. However, no one saw Diddy in a trafficking ring type of situation. Yeah, he might be the violent type of person towards women, but trafficking them? Oh, that's next level. So when Dele spilled the tea that Diddy isn't even as good a father as he posed to be, it was a wrap for Diddy's brother love title and kindness facade. It's wild enough that he treats women in an unnerving way, but turning that type of treatment on his children is where all hope is lost on Diddy. Word on the street is that Diddy is known to be a strict dad, and all of the playful shenanigans he pulls on camera are fake, as he shows another side of himself as a tough father to his children. Yeah, Quincy has never come forward to complain about Diddy before, but maybe that's because he knows he could allegedly end up like his mother if he tried such a thing. And Ava, on the other hand, let's just say her body language during the 4-year-old Instagram live video shows enough reason for her not to come forward to tell the public all about Diddy's neglect towards her. Oh, before you think it's a different treatment for the real Combs blood, no, it's not. They also constantly show fear of their father, as if they know what he's capable of doing behind the scenes. So the Combs empire is a scary one, which further proves all that glitters isn't gold. Anyway, sources close to the Combs family are letting out the details that Ava seems to be the child bearing the weight of Diddy's mistreatment the most. Sources claim Ava seems like the unwanted and unloved child in the family. But isn't that weird? About a second ago, Diddy was in our faces, talking big about how the white girl could enjoy the privilege of having a black parent, but all of a sudden he's mistreating her? There's no other way to spin it, but to assume there's more to the story. Probably Diddy saw her on the streets as they had claimed, and felt she would be a good pick for his weird obsession with keeping young ladies under his watch. Y'all remember Cassie was just a teenager when she met Diddy, and their relationship spiraled from being a regular signee under the Bad Boy Records label to having a romantic relationship. One of the women who also filed a lawsuit against Diddy claimed she was a teenager too when Diddy had sexually assaulted her. And there's also the sex trafficking case connected to Diddy's name. Some underage girls must be involved in that too. But don't get it all wrong. Ava Baroni might not be in sync with any of these listed things that have to do with Diddy and young girls. But there's also a fine line that proves Diddy's reason for adopting Ava can't be as ordinary as he has claimed. He had seen and met several other white girls before he met with Ava. What could have been the difference between Ava and those girls that made him choose Ava as the first white girl he would adopt and even want her to take his name? There's also an important factor to consider, and that is Ava's having her parents alive and doing well. But they are willingly allowing Diddy to give her his own name? Something is definitely not right, but no one knows what that could be yet. So the reason is unknown yet, but Ava hasn't been enjoying her stay at Diddy's mansion since the suspicious adoption. Sources claimed she often cried in her room, so why would she cry if things were fine? As Diddy was trying to make the public believe during Instagram Live in 2020. Isn't she just supposed to be enjoying Diddy's money and putting her past behind her? Word on the street is that Diddy must have had some sort of deal with Ava's parents that could have led to their agreement to him taking their daughter away. Ava's reaction in the video proved that she wasn't just uncomfortable being in Diddy's space. It also showed how scared she was in his presence. This takes us to Jaguar Wright's claim that Diddy is not as nice as the public used to think he was. Instead, he's a dangerous person who would do anything to get his way, even if it meant taking people out. Maybe Ava and her parents know that part of him, and they couldn't fight the idea of Diddy taking Ava away? Gene Deal has also revealed a fair share of Diddy's true personality when the cameras aren't rolling. He's not into the brother love personality in real life.
Black man didn't reach back and help the people that helped them make it up the ladder. It was Puffy. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of Puffy going on different platforms talking about how he loved the people that we was all with.
Gene even claimed there was nothing like that in his book back in the 90s and even early 2000s. Sean Puffy Combs was a dangerous guy not to be messed with.
Bro, you can't imagine no stuff like that. You understand? You can't think that because back then he wasn't Brother Love. He was Puffy all the way up until he became Diddy. So his behavior over the years has changed.
Anyway, it's 2024, and Puffy's actions seem to be catching up with him in unexpected ways. No one knows if he will get through it or end up behind bars. Do you think Diddy decided to adopt Ava Baroni for some shady reasons? Or do you think Diddy did it out of the goodness of his heart? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel or turn on post notifications to avoid missing celebrity news updates.